Yo guys, Vision here, back with more Minecraft content. Today's episode number 15 will go into detail on the world itself and more so the base, providing an update on the latest developments within my base and the world, where we are at with regards to world progress and the end game progress. And of course, for anyone that is new to the channel and this series, reminding you that the ultimate goal for this series is to complete Minecraft, which means complete everything, do everything, and find everything there is to do in Minecraft, whatever it may be. That is the goal, and I want to come away from this series knowing that I completed everything there was to do in this world, which we have some shocking updates and news to give you guys on where we're at in this world, because the game has cucked us a little bit, and I'll get right into that in a short while. But yeah, that's the sort of the update on this episode. So on that note, let's get right into it. So first things first, the world did progress really well to this point at such a great pace. We explored so many of the biomes that we wanted to find. It's basically everything, finding literally anything and everything we found to this point. We unlocked everything in the world, but it came at a cost. Exploring too much of the world means that the file size of the server and the world you're in gets too big, which eventually what that means is your world can corrupt on console very easily. And I have had this in the past when I've played creative worlds. Like I said, this is the first time playing survival in over 10 years. I did not expect this to happen on this world. I've had played creative worlds in the past, like literally in the past couple of years, and I've tried creating a really large like world map and explored like 30 plus different maps. And I know that this can happen because if you explore too far, the world just gets bigger and bigger because you're rendering in more world, which is really annoying because if you're not in the world and you're not generating chunks, I don't understand why it abuses your absolute, like your file save and your storage capacity. But anyways, that's what's happened. We've lost the world. Well, to a point. Basically, what happened is I was playing on the PlayStation 4 edition this whole time to a point. So we do have a previous save of the world, and it was only until about 4 weeks prior that then I changed the world over to PlayStation 5 edition, which is so much better for the graphics and stuff like that and the speed of processing. However, we've lost the PlayStation 5 world, unfortunately, and that means that the world is corrupted, and effectively I've had to delete that world. So then what I've then done is I thought I lost the world entirely, and I thought I was going to have to come on here and say, look, the world's gone. That's the end of the series. But what's actually happened is I've gone back to the PlayStation 4 edition, re-uploaded that version, which again is lost 4 weeks of progress, and I mean a lot of progress in that 4 weeks time. I played this game a lot. So did some of my friends, so they lost a lot too. But we lost a lot in this world, which is really annoying. But it's not the end of the world because we still have something, right? Otherwise, if I had nothing, then it would have been it would have been impossible to carry on. However, we have something. So what we've lost is basically the whole northern section of the world, which is just a piss take because it took so long, and I was really happy and proud of sort of how that turned out and all of those features. But like I said, pun intended, it's not the end of the world. It's something I can rebuild on if I need it or want it. And from that point, at least we still have the core. The biggest thing I'm really annoyed about is the zoo. Because this update, this video, episode 15, was going to be the zoo update. Because me and my friend Connor had spent a lot of time at this point on obtaining mobs around the map, building enclosures, really cool ones as well. Something that we were really proud of and thought it turned out really, really well. We lost a lot of it, pretty much most of it, which is just it's heartbreaking because we'd spent so much time and so much effort and sort of ingenuity, as you will, because we designed some really cool features in such a sort of tight area, and we'd found all these mobs. I mean, I had to travel really far away to get some of the pandas, to get some of the ocelots. There was literally videos of me trying to sort of lure them across the map, and it took me like 2-3 Minecraft days just to bring them all the way across the map, and I lost all of it. So as you can tell, really annoyed about it, but not giving up hope, still going to try and complete the world, and again, like I said, complete the ultimate goal, which is to complete Minecraft and achieve everything we want to do in this world and in this server, which we are literally really close, and we're actually progressing really, really well on. I'm going to produce a load more videos, obviously, and updates on everything we've done to this point, and try and give you guys some guides on newer things, and some guides on things that I've really found and sort of enjoyed doing, like ancient cities and so on, and even collecting like all the mob heads, as you can see in this gameplay, of like building a trophy room and supercharging creepers and stuff like that, which is what the future episodes are going to be about. But it's really annoying because the sort of how I've sort of built on this series and the trend of this series is basically every 5 episodes I wanted to give an update for the guys that are interested in this world and our goal of completing Minecraft, an update on the world, the zoo, the base, and everything there is in terms of what we've been building, because I know that a lot of this game is about building, and that's pretty much what a lot of people play, and especially survival. How I always perceived creative was that like you obviously just enjoy building stuff and whatever, but I actually never realized how it's actually more enjoyable and satisfying, although a lot more time consuming, building stuff in survival. It's far more enjoyable, and I actually can't see myself going back to creative unless I'm building like template builds, like just sort of testing the waters with how builds turn out first before I then go and commit to a shitload of resources and so on. But in this game, what I wanted to do for the series was sort of provide an update every once in a while, every 5 episodes, which roughly works out to be about 5-6 weeks in real time, and try and give you guys an update on where we're at and how we're progressing through the world. Because as you can see, we were really progressing really well throughout the world, and at the end of the video, you will see what the world looked like in about sort of, this is like the clips you're seeing now, this is what the world looked like at the point it collapsed on the PS5 edition following the latest update a couple of weeks ago. And eventually we lost the world because of this update, I think, or the combination of this update combined with the fact that we had explored so much of the world. I mean, I was traveling 20,000 blocks in different directions using the Nether portal and then going really far and building a Nether hub and then ending up in places really far away because I was trying to find things like the Woodland Mansion and finding a mangrove biome, silly things like that I just could not find in this world. And I'm not using chunk base or anything like that or seed finders. I'm using literally just exploring and just trying to travel the world because I find that is an absolute core in Minecraft. Exploring is one of the biggest aspects that I both enjoy and think you have to take part in order to actually appreciate your world and what you've done. Because if you just know where everything is, like a trial chamber or whatever it may be, then you didn't really actually achieve it. You just turned up, did your job, and then went home kind of thing. Like, I don't like that feeling of not actually fulfilling the journey, and that's kind of what has led to this problem, I guess, because it's a bit of a catch-22. By not following that principle has led me to traveling a stupid amount of blocks in every direction from this base, 20,000 blocks one way, 10,000 blocks another way, and eventually we have loaded up too much of the world, which has corrupted the file save, and now we're at this point. But as you can see, the world was so beautiful, and there was so much going on, and the world looked amazing, but it's all gone, and we've got to start again. So that's where we're at in the world, and unfortunately that is where the base update is and where we're at currently. It's no further ahead than it was in the last episode 10 update, unfortunately, but there are more guides that I've been doing and more like areas or items or sort of activities that we've fulfilled and completed, i.e. trial chambers, ancient cities, and killing the end dragon, all this sort of stuff, which you can see on the channel. There are videos producing content on that and sort of sharing my experiences. More importantly, because they're the first time of me doing these in over 10 years, or first time ever, like ancient cities and stuff like that. Or it's literally like a guide on me explaining for newer players like or returning players like myself on how to do things like that. But this section of the base, what you're seeing now, this is what I've lost. I lost this little iron farm that I built, the whole redwood tree that I pre-planted, all planted by myself, like looked amazing. I had a really cool plan for this whole northern section. I was going to build like a Nordic village and a boat and sort of docks and all this sort of cool stuff, a wizard tower on the right. I've got a whole like farm section down there, that's all gone. All of these trees here, a lot of this is gone. The mountain village where I've got like the sort of unbreaking and the fortune and the mending villages all inside, all gone. So if there's anyone out there that knows how to fix this problem and knows how to save us here because we've lost a lot of progress, please be my guest and help us. If you've had the shared experience of enduring this pain and know what it's like to have lost a lot of progress or even your world entirely. But if you guys do know and you have any tips on how to fix it, because I have looked in forums, I've looked around, I've tried doing my best, I've tried uploading and re-uploading the file saves and stuff like that. Like I said, I use the PS4 version, so we haven't lost everything. But to know that if we could get back that PS5 world, that would be amazing, because that is a lot of progress I've lost and a few others in the world have lost. So it'd be great if we get it back. So if you guys do know how to fix this problem and you have any shared experiences, please let me know, because that would be a massive lifesaver, and I would definitely be forever in your debt, because that would be really cool to get us back on track and where we're at in the world in terms of world updates. But the next video and sort of how I've sort of wanted to touch on base on the actual series in itself, every 8 episodes, going back to the lore and exploration aspect of the series and the world and Minecraft in general, every 8 episodes is basically I upload a video on the actual lore and exploration of different biomes. So the episode 8 was based on exploring the jungle biome, everything there was to do inside the jungle, looking around and seeing what it was like to fly in the nighttime, in daytime, finding different mobs, all of the different things that you guys should know about. And in case you guys, like I said, if you're newer players or returning players like myself and have been in there for a long time, it should definitely help you out. And that's basically a part of my journey on Complete Minecraft. I wanted to make sure that at the end of this series, we had explored every different biome, because there are new biomes that I haven't explored, and there are also biomes that I didn't realize the level of detail that they've added, different mobs, so on like that. So the next episode will be on the sand biomes, the mesa, the deserts, the sand tables, all of that sort of stuff, and continuing every episode, 8 episodes from that point, just to give you guys an idea on upcoming episodes for the channel. Like I said, I've got like 30 plus different episodes still planned ahead, even though we're at this point in the world. But hopefully I want to continue on building and getting the sort of base updates out for you guys regularly every sort of 5-6 weeks, so that you guys can see how we've progressed through the world. So eventually, like a time capsule, we'll look back from years from now and we'll see that this world was amazing and we did everything we wanted to do. We completed Minecraft, which is the goal for this series, and again, completing it for the first time in over 10 years. So much has progressed, and I want to keep guys updated on how the world has sort of updated each week and so on. But that's pretty much it, guys, as a general update on the world and base update. Unfortunately, a massive setback, but not enough to give up hope and stop playing the world. As always, if you guys have enjoyed the video, don't forget to like and subscribe. And if you have any suggestions on build ideas, tips and tricks that you want to see based on your own experiences in the world, or with dealing with corrupted worlds like this, or generally just playing the game, let me know down below in the comments, and I'll definitely get right back to you. I'm VisionSGen. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll see you in the next one.